Welcome to the Intense Racing Sim Series. We are live from Oschersleben, Germany for the first race of the round of 6 here at Motorsport Arena Oschersleben. Qualifying getting underway here tonight. Right now looking at Mark Allen Bivens. He is one of the first drivers out on track here tonight. So we will take a look around this racetrack. 10 minutes of qualifying here. About a minute and a half, maybe a little longer lap times here tonight. So we'll see who can make it through one of the toughest tracks on the schedule. I'm Mason, joined with James Hartley here in the broadcast booth tonight. James, what do you know about this track?
Unusual compared to other airports that they walk in the Blend or Circuit of the Americas. So I think the big challenge here is going to be getting on the road and these tighter
Yeah, you said it's going to be a tough one to watch here tonight, or it's going to be a tough one here tonight. What's going to be the key to getting on and off pit road? Because in the entrance and exit pit road here are pretty difficult.
Yeah, I think exiting on the pit road here, exiting off pit road, sorry, not on the pit road, and getting on pit road are two very different tasks here compared to usual. And so I think it's just going to be a matter of taking your time, not exceeding the limits of the car and the pit lane speed. So just stay ahead of the car, and it should be fine getting on and off the road.
Yeah, right there, Mark Allen Bivens going off track. I believe that'll be an X there for him, so that lap will not count. Another driver on his lap coming through the same set of corners is Aaron Stanton and playoff driver Cade Cannon.
It's real interesting. Mason. Obviously, we got the first round of the race of 6 here. The first race of the round of 6 here. Sorry, again, all confused up. As a road course, in general, it's a little shakes things up. Having this road course specifically, how do you think that's going to shake things up to start the playoffs here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a track you really don't see much on the stock car schedule. So it's definitely going to mix it up and make it pretty difficult on some drivers, but it's going to be a good learning experience for quite a few of these guys. Not many tracks are like this on the NASCAR schedule, so especially in this truck, which is pretty difficult on the road courses. And that'll be Aaron Stanton going to the top of the board, 132.7. Cade Cannon will go second at 134.6. Practice times were about 2 seconds quicker. Aaron Stanton about 2 seconds slower than the leader in practice, which was Blake Wachowski. He locked himself into the playoffs there Michigan. He locked himself into this round after winning there. That was on Green Flag TV. If you want to go back and watch, we have a playlist that has every race from this season in it. So go ahead and take a look at it. Right there, Jeremy Pienta jumps up to second.
That's another section of corners I wanted to mention as well. Mark Allen Bivens just got through them. I believe it's turn 7, 8 through 9. That little
the chicane,
slight chicane going through that section. It's definitely an odd one. Definitely not anything you see normally on NASCAR. Maybe similar to the S's of Watkins Glen, kind of, just at the incline. It's definitely an unusual track. That's for sure.
Yeah, he seemed to be able to take it very aggressively here as Mark Allen Bivens gets off. Ooh, big slide there as he comes out of the final corner. Where's he going to go? Bivens will go. First, yeah, 131.2. Or sorry, 131.3.
Not the fastest lap we've seen tonight overall.
Third.
If you take into account practice time, definitely not the fastest lap we've seen tonight, but practice times don't really matter right now. It's about the qualifying, and right now Mark Allen Bivens sitting first.
Yeah, right now Drew Cox on his timed lap.
Oh, he went off the track a little bit.
Not sure if it was an X there. We'll figure it out. Seems like Elijah Fisher went off track.
Oh, back of the car started to slide out for the 21 just a little bit. And speaking of that, how big of an issue is that going to be here tonight with trying to catch the car in some of these, you know, sharper turns with the throttle?
Oh, right there, he gets really loose coming out of the S. Is he still sideways? What a save there from Drew Cox. I mean, yeah, it's going to come down to a lot of throttle control here as Elijah Fisher goes fourth quick with a 132.8. I mean, it's going to come down to, you know, who can be quick and who can really save your rear tires towards the end of the race. Be able to make up ground on the long run. You know, oh, there's Drew Cox going off track. That'll be an end to his qualifying run. He will not be able to get a time in. Here's Benjamin Romano coming to complete his first time lap across the line.
See where this puts him.
Second.
It's second.
132.2. See right there, you see that blue cone and that white line. That is the pit exit. Have to come out after that after the blue line there. There is Aaron Stanton in pit road. Yeah, James, it's going to come down to whoever can save your rear tires the best. And, you know, one of the fastest drivers in practice will not get a lap in. That'll be Blake Wachowski. He'll be starting from the rear of the field as well. Josh Douglas will be, Drew Cox, Nathan Johnson all will be starting from the rear of the field.
Yeah, I'm watching Benjamin Romano right now on his second timed lap. He's been hitting his mark perfectly so far this lap. But if he continues that trend, it looks like he could be in for potentially pole position here, which at this racetrack, that might make the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, it was a 32-second sector, too. Oh, no!
Around.
Drove it into the inside wall. He was on a great lap and just couldn't finish it. Tragedy there for Benjamin Romano.
Hit everything perfectly, just...
He had a personal best sector, too, there.
What happened? It looks like he just overdrove it a little bit, maybe throttle up too much on the exit and just ran a little wide. And
take a look at VMTV instant replay.
Yeah, I think it's that gravel on the exit of the corner there. He just caught the gravel with his left side.
Take another look here. Right there, he gets on the sausage curb, and the truck's already coming up the track. Yeah, he just got kind of loose. He was loose when he hit the inside or the outside curbing there. And then dipped the tire in the gravel, and that just sent the truck around. You know, when you're pushing that
into
hard...
a concrete wall.
Yeah, when you're pushing that hard, slight and small mistakes come at a price here.
Really, I mean, this track's not very wide as well, so...
Yeah, 1 minute left here in qualifying. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for your starting lineup.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Back here from Oschersleben, Germany at Motorsport Arena Oschersleben. Qualifying wrapping up, and we will go to your grid. 14 drivers here tonight. It's going to be a good race. Round of 6 starting to kick off here. Let's take a look at your starting lineup as the pace car getting ready to roll off here tonight. Rolling off pole position is going to be the driver of the 76, Mark Allen Bivens. Had a good run here in qualifying without a second gap. Off of the second place driver, starting second in the 23 Chevrolet, is going to be Benjamin F. Romano. Good showing here tonight for him. He's coming off of a pretty good finish. Trying to keep the momentum up here.
And rolling off in third, the 27 Chevrolet of Aaron Stanton with a 132.7 on the dot. Rolling off next to him, the 12 Ford of Stephen Henning.
Yeah, rolling off fifth's going to be Elijah Fisher in the number 2 truck. He's looking to lock himself into the next round in the Championship 4. Rolling off 6th, another playoff driver is going to be Cade Cannon. Cade Cannon won at Charlotte, locked himself into the playoffs, and has been making it work ever since. He'll be rolling off P6.
And P7, the 99 truck of Jeremy Pienta, rolls off in 7th. Next to him is Chris Leota in the number 60 Ford Mustang.
Yeah, rolling off 9th is going to be Josh Henderson. 10th, another playoff driver, Connor Gibson. Connor, honestly, pretty lucky last round. Wasn't able to make one of the races. He'll be rolling off in the 10th position.
In this 21 car, Drew Cox, he had a great start to the season. Hasn't had as much of the luck carry through. He starts in 11th next to 28 of Blake Witkowski.
Yeah, Blake Witkowski starting off in 12th. One of the fastest drivers here tonight. So we're going to see if he can make a charge through the field. Rolling off
Let's talk about that
P13 is going to be
21.
Nathan Johnson. Rounding out your field, Joshua Douglas not able to make tonight's race. Yeah, take a look at your race information here tonight. We're going to have 2 laps qualifying already happened, 60% fuel, 25 laps here tonight. 1 fast fair, 3 sets of tires. The BMW pace car. Getting ready to make the left turn on the pit road. Bivens will lead us to green. He'll be the control car. 76 of Mark Allen Bivens.
In Germany, ready to go.
It's go time. The IRSS is racing internationally. We're green from Oschersleben.
Going on turn number 1 is going to be a really risky turn here for Bivens. Can he maintain that inside line? Oh, cars, contact. The 99.
Yeah, Jeremy Pienta's off the racing surface. He's going to get back on. Nobody else in trouble so far. We got looked like another car
Elijah
off
Fisher.
the back.
It was Elijah Fisher went off wide near the pit exit.
Bivens looking to the inside. Can he make it work?
Romano clears.
Oh, we got a crash in the back.
One of the longest.
Yeah, that's Elijah Fisher, Drew Cox, Nathan Johnson all involved. Chris Leota involved as well in the 60 truck.
I believe race control has told us pre-race the criteria for a caution will not be anything unless there is a track blocked segment of the racetrack. So Benjamin Romano clears Bivens down what is probably one of the longest straightaways of the racetrack. and it's going to be hard
Drew
for
Cox
Mark
with big damage. He's going to go around again. Oh, Drew Cox into the concrete wall on the inside. Big damage for Drew Cox. Not a good start to the race. Bivens sideways. Bivens is almost around. He saves it. Now Nathan Johnson around. He won't be able to save it right in front of Chris Leota. Gibson's around as well.
We saw Benjamin Romano, that exact corner where Bivens went wide, lose his qualifying time.
Let's go take a look at everything that happened here on lap number 1. There was quite a bit of it. Let's see what happened to Jeremy Piente. Into the corner, missed his braking spot. Got into the back of, I believe that was the 12 of Stephen Henning Jr. Went off track. Now what happened to Drew Cox? And the 2 is off track here. What happened to him? He just runs wide.
Ran wide and just back of the car stepped out. I don't know if there was still some dirt on the tires or what.
Oh, Drew Cox. Not sure what happened there. He got on his brakes, hit. Oh, and he spun to the inside. Nowhere to go for those guys. And we actually have another developing story. The 99 has gone around. Jeremy Pienza. Oh, he just dipped the tire and went around. A lot happening here on lap number 1. And Drew Cox is off the racing surface again. Not a good start. But all those regular season wins carried over with 5 bonus points each. So he has a little bit of leeway, but a bad race like this won't give him too much.
Good corner for Markion Bivens, exiting the final corner now, chasing down Benjamin Romano. We lost the lead to early on lap number 1. I mean, this has been chaos to start the race, but
oh no,
I think given this
Drew
track,
Cox
it's
is out of the race. It's all over for Drew Cox. Going through the chicane. Oh, Josh Henderson's off as well. Yeah, I believe he just decided to park it. It wasn't his night tonight. Yeah, and Josh Henderson as well. Just got loose out of the final corner and went around. Not really anything he could do differently there. Battle for the lead. Mark Allen Bivens and Romano. Romano runs wide there.
This is definitely one interesting battle. Mark Allen Bivens slightly on the inside, but now he has the inside line. Can he clear? No, we can't.
Not sure how brave he is. I don't think
it's heavy braking zone up next.
Yeah, heavy one into this pretty flowy corner here. Got Nathan Johnson off the track now. He's got big front end damage.
Both drivers in to turn 10. Turns, I believe that's 9 and 10 respectively. Clean through 9 and 10. Now into the final corner. Romano still leads over Bivens. You know, Mr. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is the first ever IRSS race internationally outside of North America.
Yes, this will be it.
Do you see IRSS coming back internationally in the future?
You know, I think it may not be Oschersleben, but I do believe the IRSS will come back to another international track in the near future, maybe even next season. We'll see.
Right now, it looks like the top 4 fairly stable. Bivens, can he maybe look down the inside again? He's not going to be close enough to look down the inside this time. Or maybe. Not quite. Oh, car around. Third place.
Yeah, that's Aaron Stanton. He goes around. Take a look at what happened. I believe it was just a lockup. He just came too much speed. Did a good job of not wrecking that race truck.
We have a great battle going on right now from position 7 to 9. We have a 3-car battle with Elijah Fisher, Connor Gibson, and Jeremy Pienta. All super close down the back straightaway.
Oh, Chris Leota. He's around, and he'll get going again. Josh Henderson off track again as well, right behind him.
You know, Mason, if you're Mark, you know, Mark Allen Bivens, when do you make your, you know, a super aggressive move to try and take the lead back? Because, you know, Mark's not in the playoffs anymore. I believe he was eliminated last round, so he's not racing for, you know, the playoffs anymore. But, you know, a win is always a win. So when do you make your move, and how aggressive do you be?
I mean, it depends on when they have to pit. I think you want to be the leader before you pit, and you want to have a good enough gap. Yeah, but right now, I mean, Mark Allen Bivens the faster truck by about 2/10, so it's gonna
get underneath him right here
to if he can really just get on.
You know, Mark hasn't been too far off him. He's actually closed the gap significantly from when he first got past for the lead. So closing down the gap, but just can't find quite enough speed to get by him.
He closed up really good there. I think he's faster through this section. He looks smoother. He gets to the back bumper of him. He turns him.
He turned him.
Benjamin Romano off the racetrack. And he's going to be put in the middle of a three-wide battle almost. A three-truck battle for second. He's
Bivens. Bivens turns the 23.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at what happened and see if he really did turn him. Let's just see. He could have got loose.
It looked like he just got into his bumper. Yeah, I know, he sent him around.
Hey, he definitely got into him there.
Definitely. Now, I mean, whether it's intentional or not is a different question, but he definitely got into him, and there's contact. So I wonder, do we see tempers flare later down the line, and do we see payback come?
I mean, I don't think it was intentional. I think it was definitely, you know, it's early in the race. We're only 5 laps into this race. But, you know, I think Mark was tired of being held up. He was definitely the faster truck there. But I don't know. I'm not sure what went through Mark's mind. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. I think we'll find out if it comes down to it.
I mean, it definitely was contact. There's no doubt about it. Now, I mean, like you said, the question is if it's intentional or not. It's hard to prove just on the racetrack right now. So that's a different story. But Mark Allen Bivens, your new leader here at Oschersleben, via some maybe intentional or non-intentional means, but he's leading here.
Yeah, going back and looking at this battle for the 7th position, it's Mark Allen Bivens and Connor Gibson. One of the closest trucks on track to each other. Actually, another battle is... Oh my... Elijah
Fisher's save. Good save from Elijah Fisher.
Yeah, right as we looked, Josh Henderson was also...
Connor Gibson down the inside of Elijah Fisher. No, can't quite get there.
I think those rear tires on the 2-truck are definitely a little burnt.
Elijah Fisher slides up. Connor Gibson says, I'll go right underneath it. And he's down side by side down the front straightaway.
Side by side down at the stripe. And Fisher, he'll maintain the 7th place spot for now. Yeah,
Gibson on the outside of turn 1. Oh, there's a 2.
Oh, Fisher.
And Gibson's up as well. Piente goes right on through.
He intimidated him.
Little bit of a through goes Hamilton moment there for Piente, goes right on through.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at this, because what a move Jeremy Piente made to not get involved in this. Let's right on board. Both of them started to get a little bit of wheel hopping, and the 2 got it bad. Then Connor having to take evasive action. Just runs off the track, because, you know, I did a little bit of preseason tire testing here earlier this year, and definitely found out if you're too wide exiting that corner, you'll run up the track and just lose the truck. It won't turn. So Aaron Stanton off track again as well. Elijah Fisher off track as well. Let's see if we can get a camera on that. Yeah, there he is.
I mean, that's just, you know, real unfortunate.
Mark Allen Bivens really picked up the pace here, guys. A 1:31.6. With Witkowski's second fastest truck. He's up 10 spots tonight. Biggest mover, hard charger of the race, whatever you want to call him. Last time by, he ran a 132.8. Bivens ran a 131.6. Bivens only 0.2 faster overall best lap. So, I mean, I think it's going to come down to whoever has the better strategy at the end of this race.
Yeah, I mean, Wikowski, I believe you said he had the fastest practice time overall, which was 2 seconds faster, maybe about a second faster than the fastest qualifying time.
Gibson's off track. Came back on track pretty quick there. Sorry to cut you off there.
We'll have to see the gap at the line. Right now, Mark Bivens has a 5-second lead over second place Wikowski.
Yeah, look. Here's the practice results. Oh, Bivens!
Bivens!
Why does
off
that
the racetrack?
The practice results.
Wikowski's gonna be ready to pounce on it. He's been moving all night.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't
sees that 76 car off track,
he can catch him. Yeah, under 2 seconds now. That's a costly mistake from Bivens. 2 seconds can be made up on a pit stop very easily. So.
Yeah, especially with this, 2 seconds can easily be made up without even getting to your pit box. How long the pit entrance here is. So if you're, you know, how far would you say is, you know, a comfortable gap here before you pit?
I think it's going to depend on your strategy and how good you've saved your tires. I mean, if you've saved your tires enough to where you're confident you could run another stint on them, because I'm going to have to say this race is going to get split about halfway, I would say you're good to take right sides or even no tires and fuel only maybe. But if I'm Bivens right now, I think you're going to have to take tires here as Elijah Fisher's off the truck. He's actually heading into pit road.
So Elijah Fisher, the first car to take pit road today.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Looks like he's sliding.
Possibly damaged. Let's take a look. Wheel hopped and almost went around there. And he just needed new tires, I think. Is that truck?
Yeah,
oh,
I mean, he's...
Wow, what a drift there from Elijah Fisher.
I mean, he's been off the track multiple times, so, you know, I wonder maybe he just gets some new tires on that car, get some new rubber out there, just try and see if that car can stick to the track.
I mean, these guys only have a couple laps on their tires, only about 9, so...
This is going to be a real important lap for Mark Allen Bivens to determine the gap between him and Wikowski. We'll have to be at the line. It is.
About 2 seconds. Oh, Elijah Fisher again. Oh my gosh, Nathan Johnson again. Elijah Fisher was coming out of pit road and Nathan Johnson went off the racetrack. They're side by side.
The leaders are coming right up on them as well. This is the first instance of lap traffic tonight. Yeah, Miss, how about we, what do you say we go on board with Mr. Mark Allen Bivens?
Yeah, let's ride on board with Mark Allen Bivens. Slow and smooth and steady inputs here from Mark Allen Bivens.
Just easing his way through the corners. This is one of the fastest sections coming up.
Lost a lot of time there. Lost about half a second through that last corner. Not sure what happened, if he had a slide. But he's losing a lot of time now.
Looks like lap car's going to let him go through.
Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Blake Wikowski. He started losing a ton of time. Let's actually go take a look. See. I'm not sure it was just not a good corner entry. Kind of missed the apex into that corner. Possibly missed a shift as well. But he's down to 3 seconds. Bivens off track there. Yo, Wikowski's way slow right now.
Bivens is going to be approaching, it looks like Josh Henderson and Elijah Fisher. The next 2 cars on the list for him to put a lap down.
Now 10 laps in. Yeah, Bivens was a second quicker there.
I wonder what happened to Wikowski. I wonder, I mean, we'll have to see if he does, you know, catch back up, or if it was, if he's just a little bit slower off the pace now. But, you know, it really does suck.
I'm not sure what happened, if he has damage, possibly. Or his tires are just overheated. Because that's the one big thing with these trucks. even just NASCAR stock cars on road courses in general. Oh, Connor Gibson's around. But no, like I was saying, the big thing here, he's actually going into the pit road.
You know, I wonder if maybe part of the cause for Witkowski was maybe, you know, we saw him, you know, hard charging to catch Mark Allen Bivens. I wonder if he tore his tires up a little bit doing that, and we saw Mark Allen Bivens took the lead fairly early in this race. He was able to, you know, kind of cool his tires a little bit. Oh, and Josh Henderson's around.
Yeah, Bivens in the grass, and he's off track currently.
Oh, Witkowski.
He's off track. Everybody's off track. There's going to be a ton of dirt on the racing surface here.
So Josh Henderson goes for a little bit of a ride through the dirt.
Witkowski's insanely off pace here.
You know, one driver that it sucks to, you know, you have to feel for, Benjamin Romano. I mean, had the lead of this race. Was, you know, I wouldn't say, you know, had the race locked up. Mark Allen Bivens was right behind him, but, you know, to lose the lead of the race like that for anyone. I mean, no one wants to lose the lead of the race like that. So, just not a great day if you're a Benjamin Romano fan.
Yeah, Bivens just needs to keep it clean here, and he'll be good.
I mean, he's got 6 seconds now. This is the biggest gap I believe we've seen out of anyone here tonight so far, as he approaches the cars of Connor Gibson and Chris Leota. Just about halfway here at Oschersleben. I wonder if we'll start to see some pit stops starting here momentarily. Because I'm not sure how long you can go on fuel here.
Oh, Connor Gibson off the track right in front of your race leader.
At the line that time for Bivens, the gap is well over 6 seconds, almost 6.5 now. He gained 0.2. Comes up now on the 60 car.
Right on board with Mark Allen Bivens. Watch him do a complete lap. Oh, look at all the dirt and stuff on the racetrack.
Yeah, it's gonna happen over time, you know, with all these gravel traps everywhere in some of the high density braking zones. So I mean, that's bound to happen eventually. These trucks are gonna just spread that dirt everywhere.
Coming to 12 to go this time by. You're not going to miss a thing as we go VMTV non-stop.
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett low. 4 wide at the stripe.
For all he's with here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's gonna back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race.
Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead. Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Aloma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett low. 4 wide at the stripe.
For all he's with here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's gonna back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
We're back here live.
Marcon Mivens has now extended that lead to 8 seconds. So,
James, we had you go ask about the fuel window. What update did you get?
yeah, you know, so according to race leader Marcon Mivens, he said fuel windows looks to be about 17 to 18 laps, so roughly right about now.
Oh, Pienta.
Oh!
With a big spin off track.
What happened there?
You know, as we get under this 10 to go mark, I'm going to remind everybody here that is watching here tonight to like and subscribe to the stream and to our channel. It really helps and supports the channel and allows us to bring you more racing content here on iRacing.
Yeah, it looks like the 99 just way too hot into the final corner and just lost it.
Problems for a lot of drivers here tonight. Drew Cox is going to come home with a last place finish as Joshua Douglas will gain it 1 extra point.
Yeah, so lap 17 to 18, according to Mark, was the fuel window, as I was saying before Pienta went for a spin. So that's about now, about this lap, maybe next lap, maybe lap 19, depending on if you save fuel enough. But so roughly around the next 2 to 3 laps ish, we should be seeing some pit stops here, which that puts it within about 7 to 6 to go in the race.
Oh, Blake Witkowski. Just saw on our board that Blake Witkowski had gone for another spin.
18 seconds down the gap, almost 19. And Mark Allen Bivens is into the pit lane.
Yeah, I figured they'd be coming. I figured he would be coming soon, as Blake Witkowski has already pitted. Benjamin Romano is yet to pit Blake Witkowski. He's 51
Benjamin
seconds behind.
Blake Witkowski.
If Blake Witkowski can put some of the best laps he's ever had together right now, this lap, I think he has a shot at winning tonight. I believe Benjamin F. Romano is also coming into the pits this time. He is.
Yeah, Romano's into the pit lane. Witkowski's coming through the final, you know, major chicane part of the racetrack.
4
into
tires
the final
and fuel
sector.
for Bivens, we're hearing.
4 tires in fuel.
It's a slow stop for Bivens, and slow out of his box.
Here comes Witkowski out of the final corner. It's gonna be a drag race down the line. I don't think he's gonna have quite. Yeah, Bivens is gonna have it by quite a margin.
But it's a tough exit. It's a slow exit out of the pits. So.
Slow, and you know very steady. But he's out clean. Mark Allen Bivens still in the lead of this race.
You don't. Oh, the car off the track. That's I believe. Not sure who that was.
I believe Cade Cannon behind Mark Allen Bivens is for position. I believe he's in second right now.
Bivens on the fresher tires. So.
Yeah, I don't know if Cannon's made a stop yet.
He has not made a stop yet.
So he'll probably be going in this time by at latest, probably next lap. So I think Mark's got, you know, pretty much all clear out back. The real question is now, Romano made his stop, but does he? I don't think he has the time to catch back up to Mark Allen Bivens. Yeah, it'd be he's not quite to the back straightaway yet, and Mark Allen Bivens is about to enter onto the front straightaway. So.
To go for Mark Allen Bivens. He has 7 laps.
Just 7 more times.
Oh my goodness. Blake Witkowski on an absolute heater last time by.
6 seconds, the gap.
Blake Witkowski set the fastest lap of the race last lap, and it was by about half a second. 1:31.0. If he can keep that going every lap, might have a shot.
That would be one heck of a finish here if he can pull it off. He's battled through a little bit of adversity. He's had a couple spins here, but if he sets, you know, lap after lap like that, we're in for one hell of a finish here.
Yeah, if Bivens has a mistake, which that could have been an off track just right there. He didn't have.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been. Yeah, he's
I
slowing down.
It was a slowdown. We'll see how much Witkowski can gain here off of it. Yeah, it was a slowdown for Bivens. Witkowski gained. He's under 5 seconds now. That's gonna.
Yeah.
These are the mistakes I'm talking about that Bivens can't do. It's almost under. It's under 5.5 seconds here.
Big, yeah, I mean those are mistakes that, you know, you just can't afford to make when you're leading this race. And you know, Mark's not in the playoffs, but you know, I said earlier, a win's a win, and this would be a huge statement win to be eliminated from the playoffs and then go out and win. So, you know, those mistakes are going to be costing him. He's under 6 seconds now.
Yeah, just any more costly mistakes from Bivens, and it could be
all over.
You know, for Witkowski, it could be barbecue chicken. It could be barbecue chicken now. So.
You know, Bivens keeps making those mistakes, and Witkowski keeps putting in those, you know, those fast lap times. I mean, that's not a good combination for the lead driver. Mark very good through that section of the racetrack. Here's the section again. Very careful through here now.
Yeah, he definitely took a way slower, some would say, line through there to try and not make a mistake.
That's not a mistake you want to be making any more now, as I believe when he gets to the line, I believe it'll be 5 to go. But that's not just at that section of the racetrack too. That's really anywhere, you know, where you can get a slowdown. You got to just be really careful around here. You know, the off-track only, you know, well, iRacing declares an off-track if you have all 4 wheels off the racetrack. And, I mean, turn 9 where Mark got called, I mean, yeah, he, based off the iRacing rule page, it's showing that he was very, very off the racetrack, so not a tough decision at all there for iRacing. I wonder what happened to Witkowski. It's now over 7 seconds the gap. Currently 1-3 places 1, 3, and 4.
Wow. Big spin there for Nathan Johnson. And holy, what a lap time from Mark Allen Bivens. Last time by was 1:30.7.
Yeah, he's pulled away from Witkowski fairly well. But currently, it looks like positions 1, 3, and 4. Actually, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all in the same position as they were when they started the race. The only position out of place right now is Romano, who is a lap down.
3, 4, 5, 6 are all in the same spot as Rose.
Yeah, 9 as well. The only driver who in the top 10 of this who is not is Blake Witkowski. I mean, he's up 10 spots. I mean, that is, you know, even if he does not win this race today, I think there's something to be said about that.
What a go for Bivens. It's an 8-second gap, little under 8 seconds. He just has to bring it home from here.
Just under 7 seconds, showing 6.7. So, definitely not a... well...
Three to go, this time by for Mark Allen Bivens.
Three laps around this racetrack. You know, it's definitely been an unusual race, a lot of chaos, but
Second gap now.
I mean, Mark Allen Bivens, I mean, call it what you want. He's been the dominant car all day. It's really been his race to lose from start to finish. Took pole. He's led, I believe he's led the most laps here tonight by far, and he's gonna continue that. But it looks like we'll have to see out of the corner. No, he's speeding up. It looked like maybe he had a slowdown, but he's right back up to speed, so. The only thing Blake Witkowski can hope for now is Mark Allen Bivens over driving a corner or something of that matter. But now 2 to go for Mark Allen Bivens. Gap's over 10 seconds now, 10.7. I mean, Mason, do you have anything to say about this performance here tonight from Mark Allen Bivens?
It's just pure domination from Mark Allen Bivens here tonight. I don't think there's any other word to describe it. Some would say it's BTA.
I mean, it's just been outright, sheer and utter domination. I mean, there's, the first few laps, he got passed by Romano. It looked like maybe Romano had a chance to win the race when he got out in front of Bivens, but then we saw what happened in the second to last corner, and Romano went around, and Bivens has led ever since.
Yeah, no costly mistakes for Mark Allen Bivens. That's really, just needs one more clean lap.
Just at this point, just coast at home.
Yeah, realistically, you can coast half this track and still win. So, 12-second gap.
You just gotta coast at home, bring it home safe. White flag in the air for Mark Allen Bivens.
As long as he doesn't wreck the race car, he will pick up tonight's race win. Bivens, 12
through turn 1.
Second gap.
Through 1 clean, through 2 clean. Just has to coast it on home. Blake Wachowski threw everything he had tonight, not enough. He falls, I'd say he fell just short. He fell fairly short with 12-second gap distance. Just unfortunate for Wachowski. Mark Allen Bivens coasting it home for what I believe will be his maybe 3rd or 4th win of the season.
Chris Liotta, he's around, but not going to be in the way of Mark Allen Bivens.
Through the most treacherous corner for Bivens tonight, where he got to slow down earlier, clean through there.
Very, very slowly there.
And can you blame him? That's even if he had the slowdown there, I don't think it would have mattered. But why play it aggressive when you have this big of a lead? Through turns 10 and 11. Coming to the final set of corners for Bivens. In the gravel just a little bit, not gonna matter. Through the second to last corner. And now enters onto the front straightaway. Pure domination out of Mark Allen Bivens tonight. Mark Allen Bivens is going to win in Germany.
Mark Allen Bivens, the first ever driver to win an international race here in the Intense Racing Sim Series. And it comes at Oschersleben, Germany.
It was pure domination. Pure domination out of the 76 truck tonight. There's no other way to describe it other than that. So that's going to be one hell of an interview to talk to Mark Allen Bivens after this race. I'm sure he's going to be, it's going to be interesting as well to talk about, that incident with Romano as well, to get his side of that as well. But yeah, let's
number P3.
Aaron Stanton started 3rd, finishes 3rd. Bivens started 1st, finished 1st. But Blake Wachowski, the only other podium driver that did not start in the top 10, gains 10 spots to finish 2nd place.
Definitely a good run here tonight for him. Not good enough to lock himself into the playoffs, but good enough to give him quite a bit of points coming into next week. Which that's going to be a pretty tough race as we head up to Texas for 100 laps. We're going to talk to your top 3 here in a second as we get everybody moved on over.
So let's go ahead and bring in your 3rd place finisher, Aaron Stanton. No, Mr. Aaron Stanton, it's Mason and James in the broadcast feed if you got a copy.
Yeah, I do. What's up, guys?
Well, congrats on
Third
the
place.
third place.
Third place finish. First race internationally for IRSS. I mean, how's it feel bringing it home Thursday night?
It feels pretty good. My chair broke in like lap 3 of this race, so that's how I lost so much time on the leaders. But I regained some spots and brought it home third.
You know,
Go ahead.
it was a chaotic race to say the least. Lots of drivers going everywhere. I believe Mason will agree as well. Very entertaining race to watch. How'd you manage to keep it on track?
I slipped up a few times, but the S's were really tricky. It took me a while to figure that out, but I kind of stayed ahead of all the chaos, thank God, but it was fun.
Yeah, definitely a track, most leagues won't go to, especially here in the trucks. What'd you think of the track and the overall combo of the track and car?
When I was first learning it, I was like, this track is kind of weird, but the combo, like once I got it down pat, it was pretty fun. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, a lot of pretty fast and a lot of technical corners here. How important do you think it was not getting those rear tires heated up here in the long run?
The 90s at the end of the racetrack, I don't know what turns they would be, but that's where it was the most trickiest, at least for me. You could slide your rear ends a lot through that whole section, so I don't know, I just had to keep the truck underneath me and look forward.
All right, well, congrats on the third place finish tonight. Anybody you would like to thank? Any sponsors?
Vortex Optics, my sponsor. I'm sticking with me forever, so thanks, guys.
Well,
And congratulations.
Yep.
See you next week. Let's bring in your second place driver here tonight, Blake Witkowski. Blake, it's Mason and James up here in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Well, congrats on the second place finish tonight. You came up one spot too short. What could you have changed to get closer to Mark Allen Bivens towards the end?
Maybe if I didn't get disqualified in qualifying, coming out of the last turn to start my first lap, I got loose, so I tried to go backwards to reset it, but I went backwards a little too far and got disqualified. Starting up front would have helped a lot, but he was towards the end of a run. He was quite a bit faster than me, so I don't think I would have really kept up with him. But
we talked about it on the broadcast. You got disqualified from qualifying, but you still gained 10 positions at the end of the race from 12th to 2nd. I mean, that's definitely something of note. I mean, how'd you manage that just with all the chaos?
I knew I was quick. I knew I had top 3 speed. So I was going to take my time. I almost wrecked pretty much everybody on the start going into turn 1. I just barely missed. I don't know the guy in front of me, but I didn't expect him to brake so early. I wasn't really paying attention, so right at their last second, I moved out of the way, and then I think I gained like 7 spots on the first lap, and then picked a few off as we went on.
Yeah, for the most part, you were able to avoid the chaos. I asked Aaron, what do you think about the track and car combo compared to most other road courses? What was it like?
It's fun. Definitely a change from what most people run, which is Watkins Glen. I know we ran that earlier in the season, but this one, I've never ran this before. This is my first time, and I like it a lot. I like how it's flat. There's more than just right-handers and left-handers. There's some uniqueness to this track. There's some long swooping turns, some weird quad oval looking stuff. It really helps newer guys, so to say, with throttle control and knowing how to feather the throttle and stuff like that. Because out of the corners it's super loose. If you step on it a little bit too much.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a mix of corners here on this racetrack. Couple opposite reverse banking corners. Yeah, well, congrats on the second place finish. Anybody you want to shout out?
Greg Pillar for making the scheme. Thought sorry about the banners or whatever. I haven't contacted them to change it over. Capital Esports for always being there for me. You guys for putting the broadcast on, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember who owns the league, but thank you them for putting this on. I enjoy it.
Well, congrats on the second place finish tonight, and have a good rest of your night.
You as well.
28 of Blake Wachowski. Let's bring in your race winner, Mark Allen Bivens. Mark, it's Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, congrats on the race win tonight. What'd you do to be able to get it done?
I guess it was just the practice that we put in beforehand throughout the season. But yeah, never turned a lap at this track. Never even really seen this track before we added it to the schedule at the beginning of the year. But I mean, I guess just what it takes is just a little bit of practice and to be able to get it down. And I was definitely thinking that Blake was going to be the dominant car tonight, but he ended up getting his qualifying. I wasn't really sure what happened, but that definitely allowed me to be on pole and allowed me to be up front how I was. I was hoping that I could get my bin earlier, but what it ended up helping me was him getting that slow down and then him spinning, which I don't really want to take the lead like that. But I mean, if it leads to a 12-second victory, then I'll take it.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask about that. We saw it pretty early on in the broadcast. What happened there with the contact? I mean, it looked like you got the back bumper of the 23 just a little bit, but weren't really sure what else happened from there.
Yeah, I just got into him. He got a little bit loose, and then I ended up getting into him, so I wasn't able to get it rolled up. I asked him if I was the one that spun him, and I apologized for it, even though I didn't know. But he was a little bit heated, but he did say that it was the slowdown, and then he spun himself off of that curb. So I don't think that was my fault. If it was, then I haven't had a chance to look at it. But if it was, then I apologize, and I guess everything's all good.
Well, congrats on the race win tonight. Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody that helps me out. I'd like to thank Storage. I'd like to thank M&D Outfitters. I'd like to thank Ryder Drives Performance. I'd like to thank Brick Motorsports. Content Guys Racing. I think I'm gonna have to give this one 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, so it's everybody that helps out, everybody that showed up today, and even though we got eliminated last week, we're gonna move on and try to pick up some more wins.
Well, congrats on the race win here tonight, and good luck next week at Texas.
All right, thank you.
Mark Allen Bivens, race winner here tonight, and that'll conclude our events tonight. We're going to go through our race results. Mark Allen Bivens going to be a race winner here tonight by 13.6 seconds. I think the biggest margin in IRSS history. Blake Wachowski for Capital Esports, Big Money Motorsports coming home second. Aaron Stanton in the 27th, third. Stephen Henning Jr. fourth. Elijah Fisher fifth. Cade Kennan sixth.
And coming home in 7th, we had Jeremy Pienta in 8th, Connor Gibson. Josh Henderson finished in 9th, Chris Leota in 10th, and Nathan Johnson in 11th, Romano 12th, and rounding out the field was Drew Cox. Unlucky, leaving fairly early into the race.
Yeah, Joshua Douglas running out the field. His day was not able to ever come to a start. But that's going to do it here from Oschersleben, Germany, and us here at VMTV and IRSS. We thank you for watching here tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more iRacing broadcasts. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week at Texas.